Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to study a part of biology known as large intestine. We are going to study this part of biology with questions and answers for a better understanding. The first question we have here says, the part of the digestive system that begins at the end of the small intestine is called dash. A. Duodenum. B. Large intestine. C. Tongue. D. Esophagus. In this question, the correct answer is B. Large intestine. Large intestine is the part of the digestive system that begins at the end of small intestine. The small intestine has a role it plays in digestion. The large intestine is also a part of digestive system. The next question says, the end point of large intestine is called dash. A. Anus. B. Duodenum. C. Jejunum. D. Esophagus. In this question, the correct answer is A. Anus. Anus is the end point of large intestine. Is the last part of the large intestine that helps in the exit of excretory waste material. So the end point of large intestine is called the anus. The next question says, the small pouches which give large intestine its segmented appearance are called dash. A. Nephridium. B. Hostra. C. Duodenum. D. Jejunum. In this question, the correct answer is B. Hostra. Hostra are small pouches which give large intestine its segmented appearance. The next question says, the three ribbon-like bands of smooth muscle on the external surface of the large intestine are collectively called dash. A. Tenia coli. B. Escherichia coli. C. Tenia solium. D. Neurons. In this question, the correct answer is A. Tenia coli. Tenia coli is the three ribbon-like bands of smooth muscle found on the external surface of the large intestine. There are muscles that are found on the external surface of the large intestine. Studies have shown that these muscles they appear like ribbon. They are ribbon-like bands of muscles on the external parts of the large intestine, and these three ribbon-like bands of smooth muscle located on the outer parts of the large intestine are collectively called tenia coli. The next question says, the large intestine is dash than the small intestine. A. Shorter than the small intestine. B. Longer than the small intestine. C. Narrower than the small intestine. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Shorter than the small intestine. Studies have shown that this part of the digestive system known as large intestine is shorter than the small intestine anatomically. The next question says, which of the following is a part of large intestine? A. Colon. B. Caecum. C. Rectum. D. All of the above. In this question, the correct answer is D. All of the above. There are different parts of the large intestine. We have a part known as colon, there is a part known as caecum, and we also have another part known as rectum. All these options are various parts of the large intestine. Each of these parts has a role it plays in ensuring that the large intestine function very effectively. The next question says, the longest part of the large intestine is called dash. A. Colon. B. Rectum. C. Duodenum. D. Caecum. In this question, the correct answer is A. Colon. Colon is the longest part of the large intestine. Scientists have studied this large intestine and discovered that the part known as the colon is the longest part of this large intestine. The next question says, the parts of the large intestine where feces are stored before leaving the body to the anus is called dash. A. Jejunum. B. Rectum. C. Duodenum. D. Colon. In this question, the correct answer is B. Rectum. Rectum is the part of the large intestine where feces are stored before leaving the body through the anus. The large intestine plays a great role in formation of feces. The large intestine is where feces are formed in the body. But there is a part of the large intestine where the feces are temporarily stored before leaving the body through the anus. That's part of the large intestine that plays a great role in storing the feces before the feces leaves the body through the anus is called rectum. The next question says, the physiological process that deals with the exit of feces from the body is called dash. A. Defecation. B. Osmosis. C. Glycolysis. D. Photosynthesis. In this question, the correct answer is A. Defecation. Defecation is the physiological process that deals with the exit of feces from the body. When the feces accumulate in the large intestine, there is a need to get rid of it from the body system. So during this process called defecation, the muscles within the large intestine will contract and expel the feces from the large intestine. So the physiological process that deals with the exit or the removal of feces from the body is what we call defecation. The next question says, the process whereby cells, tissues, and organs of an organism take up substances is called dash. A. Absorption. B. Osmosis. C. Plasmolysis. D. Adaptation. In this question, the correct answer is A. Absorption. Absorption is the process whereby cells, tissues, and organs of an organism take up useful substances. The next question says, bacterial fermentation of undigested carbohydrates in the large intestine leads to production of dash. A. Gases. B. Hormones. C. Hemoglobin. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Gases. Studies have shown that the bacterial fermentation of undigested carbohydrates in the large intestine leads to production of gases. Some of these gases include carbon dioxide and even methane, and these gases will be produced in the large intestine. So when these gases are produced, they will be expelled, or they will be removed from the body system. So when bacteria there are bacteria that accumulate or that live naturally in the large intestine, they have some roles they play in the large intestine, and one of the roles they play is that they metabolize undigested carbohydrates, and in the process of metabolizing these undigested carbohydrates, they will generate some gases in the large intestine. The next question says, which of the following is the function of large intestine? A. Absorption of water. B. Production of vitamins. C. All of the above. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is C. All of the above. The large intestine plays some roles in the body. One of the roles played by the large intestine is that it helps in absorption of water. The large intestine absorbs water from the undigested food materials that moved all the way from the small intestine to the large intestine. So when water is absorbed by the large intestine, it will now make the undigested materials, which we now call feces, to be concentrated. So the large intestine also helps in production of some vitamins. Studies have shown that there are some vitamins that are produced in the large intestine. There are some bacteria that are there in the large intestine, and they play a role in production of some certain vitamins. All these things are facts about the large intestine with respect to the roles it plays in the body system. The next question says, a finger-like structure attached to the large intestine is called dash. A. Appendix. B. Duodenum. C. Jejunum. D. Salivary gland. In this question, the correct answer is A. Appendix. Appendix is a finger-like structure attached to the large intestine, and studies have shown that this appendix can have some issues after some time. This appendix can swell, and when this appendix swell, the problem will now be called appendicitis. It's one of the appendicitis is one of the health challenges in people. But this appendix looks like finger. It's a finger-like structure that is naturally attached to the large intestine. The next question says, a condition characterized by difficulty in evacuation of feces is called dash. A. Constipation. B. digestion, C. Osmosis, D. Plasmolysis. In this question, the correct answer is A. Constipation. Constipation is a condition characterized by difficulty in evacuation of feces from the body. It's a problem of the digestive system. When an individual is suffering from this constipation, there will be a great difficulty in removing feces from the body. The feces will not be there will be a strong, or there will be a great difficulty in removing these feces. And studies have shown that one of the causes of this constipation is insufficient fiber in the food, or when fiber is lacking in the food, it will make the food not to digest very well, and there will be a serious issue in removing these feces. If this is the first time you are watching our video, if this is the first time you are joining this channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel so that you can study other topics that we have treated in many of our videos. In this channel, we make educational videos in the area of biology. We study biology with questions and answers for a better understanding.